Ian Rapoport, NFL Network Insider, joins us. You can follow NFL Media Insider Ian Rapoport on Twitter at RapSheet, and he joins us now. Ian, how you doing?
Dan, I'm pretty sure that was in a Seinfeld episode, right? Where they go to like the opera or something, and the guy won't put on his pants.
Paulie, would you get on that, please?
On it.
Yes, we'll be all over that, Ian.
Yeah, I don't want to. I want to come to you guys with the best information I can, and I just thought I could step in and help there.
Thank you. Is the media allowed in for the Brady Deflategate hearing?
Yes, media is allowed in to the beginning of it, the opening statements, and so we have someone in there. I'm actually uptown, but we have someone in there, and then we have Judy Batista outside, and then after the opening statements, they kick everyone out and have what I assume are the real meetings, sort of behind closed doors, and so people can speak a little more freely. Any chance that there's a settlement today? I would never say never, but no. Right now, here's the problem, and there's really a couple of them. In order for them to be a settlement, Brady would have to actually settle, and he would have to say, admit some guilt, so some sort of culpability in this, and he would have to accept a suspension. Some games, 1 game, 2 games. And at this point, he has not been willing to, one, say I did it, has not been willing to accept the Wells report at all, and has not been willing to say I'll miss games. And until that happens, they are just nowhere. Now, the judge can make it uncomfortable for both sides, make them want to settle rather than have him rule. But until we get closer to the real deadline, I wouldn't really expect anything.
What happened yesterday in Chicago that would lead us to believe we've taken a step forward in the L.A. relocation program?
A couple things. One is that owners left the meeting. Well, they heard the vision of these two, the Inglewood project and the Carson project, so that's good. They saw the model. The Rams brought a model of their really cool Inglewood stadium. But they left thinking that there are 2 viable options in L.A., and which is nice to say, but also the facts are the Rams project in Inglewood is shovel-ready. Like, they could start building, which is a huge deal. And the Carson project will be ready like that shortly. So all of these things left people in the room there thinking there will be a team in Los Angeles in 2016, and maybe more. And there are 3, I would say right now more likely 2 really good options there. So they're closer than they've been in a long, long time.
All right, so the Rams are ready to go right now. If you said to the other NFL owners, hey, you can have one sure thing, or you can hold out to try to get 2 teams in one stadium in Carson.
I would say if it is the Rams, I would say they would be a sure thing. They got a great name. They've been there. They've got a lot of prestige, and they have a great, great project. I would think most of the owners would probably take that, but what they also want is to have the Chargers in a really, really good spot. So if you were to say the Rams are in L.A., but the Chargers situation is completely unsettled, that's bad. But if the option is Rams in L.A. at a great stadium, Chargers in a beautiful downtown stadium in San Diego next to where the Padres play, then I would think everybody, including the Chargers, would probably be happy with that. And then there's the issue of the Raiders, and it's not good. The city of Oakland is not close to really providing any solutions. I certainly see a scenario where the Raiders stay in Oakland on another 1-year lease or maybe one more, and then in a couple of years they have the option of San Antonio, St. Louis, or maybe staying in Oakland. They've sort of become a free agent.
There's no chance that St. Louis would get another football team. If they lose the Rams, there is.
St. Louis would get another football team.
Really?
Yes.
And that would be a current team?
Yeah, I have not heard anyone talk about expansion. So the scenario from people involved now, this has not been a discussion among the St. Louis. There's been no official discussions on any of this, but from someone who's been involved in a lot of these meetings, the scenario was floated to me where the Raiders can't come deal in Oakland. I think that that's certainly feasible. St. Louis has a good stadium project. They've done a lot of work. The city of St. Louis has done better than any of the other cities as far as putting together a viable stadium project. So they could be rewarded, and Mark Davis and the Raiders would be greeted like heroes coming back, bringing football back to St. Louis, and they could just simply move into a new stadium where the work has been done for them.
Oh, boy.
And I would imagine the fans of St. Louis would probably latch onto that pretty quickly.
Can you you know what's going to be really hard, though, Ian, is to have a lame duck team and have them be lame duck without having, the local support wane or revolt that are, nobody's going to go see them in the final year. How do you keep this secret if you're going to announce this, say, after the Super Bowl?
Well, what you would do is you would announce and then move. So, like, let's say it was the Rams in LA. They would be in a temporary stadium for a couple of years. Same thing with the Chargers. If you're talking about for Oakland, then each year if they stayed in Oakland on a one-year lease, theoretically the city of Oakland would try to get itself together and try to keep their efforts to lure the Raiders back home. So it would really be, there would have to be good faith efforts on the part of Oakland, but you could do it where the local fans have a real reason to believe that the team is staying, but once you actually put a team in, once the team actually says we're leaving, then they got to just go.
Good stuff. No, you have a busy day. Thank you, Ian.
All right, man. Enjoyed it. Thanks.
All right, that's Ian Rapoport, his Twitter handle, @RapShoot.